Good night, good night, good night, beautiful people. This is Beautiful Life in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, USA. Yes, I haven't been on live for maybe 2 weeks or so. Yes, sometimes it can be so discouraging, with especially when you watch the Jamaicans, and their madness. Yes, and especially when they, try to tear down each other, and it's not really a good look. So I was about to go to bed, and then I decided, let me see, for the girl, ooh, which is Kim from, Kim and Boo, and I am really a Big Up Crew fan, with Kim, ever since she came to the US. And I usually watch she and her ex-husband, yes. Some of the videos, especially the pranks, I wasn't really interested because I don't think those were appropriate for a married couple, But I began watching her again, and especially since the event with her and husband, and during her pregnancy and all of that, and people has been very unkind to her, and sometimes you wonder why people so invested in people's marriage. Of course, they put it out to the public, yeah, but sometimes we get too personal, way too personal, and because in her case, it reached a point where her ex, he divorced her, and then he's operating like she's the one who divorced him. And for a big man, elderly man, mature man, he should have been, more responsible in the way how he operates with the situation regarding his divorce, and no, she has moved on, so you should move on. No, she's given her story eventually. She's giving her story, and she has a new channel by the name of For the Girl Ooh. And it just popped up one day. I was watching a couple of days ago. I was watching the YouTube street, and she popped up. So I haven't. I just watched maybe one, not fully complete, but then here I am now. I decided to watch. She's at episode 7, and I'm gonna begin from episode 1 to see what's going on. Ooh, 24. Please give me thumbs up. 24 people on. Give me thumbs up, please. Appreciate it. Yes. So, hi, Kifa Oso. That's the name. Uh-huh. Sorry. Thanks for the love. All right, so I'm gonna watch Kim now, and let's go. Let's see what she's saying. I'm gonna watch episode 1, and let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
Bargaining tool or something you dangle over somebody. You get it? So the fact that no one own when you file for
Let me see
somebody,
if I
you
can.
know,
Let me
me
see
never
if I
do.
can, because I didn't get all of that. Oh, that's actually the end. Let's. Oh, I have to scroll way back. All right, let's get it here. Go, Kim. Let's hear
My
your
baby girl
story.
is just stage now where they call it a sleep regression or whatever. She is just, if she not laid up on me, snuggling on me, she don't want to sleep. So that's where we're at right now. She don't want to sleep in the bassinet at all. She just want to be anywhere I'm at. That's where she wanted to be.
All right.
So yeah. and her sleep schedule is all over the place. So my sleep schedule is all over the place, and so she will not during the days, and then her sleep time is like 2:30 a.m. to 3 a.m. So you know we're tired. You know we're tired. Because I have to be up with her. I know Sharicha, ever since I start giving her food, like when she tastes, she know what she want now from what she don't want. So she'll taste like when I give her milk, and she don't want it at all. She just developing her own little personality, and it's just nice to see. As I said, this is my first time being around a baby. Hi Simone. This is my first time being around a baby full time. So it's my first time really seeing how they develop their own little personality and how they act and all of that. It's just nice to see. Hi Lynn, thank you. I appreciate that. Hi Sharian. Yeah, so I'm learning, and the thing about motherhood is that you learn as you go. There is no manual and there's no one size fit all. I'm learning that now, where what work for some people may not work for me, and what work for me may not work for some people. You just have to figure it out because every child is different. So yeah. Like today I was live on my other channel. I notice I'm doing this thing now. When my baby sleeps, I don't want to be on the phone. I don't want a phone. You're not going to hear from me when my baby is sleeping. When she sleeps, I want peace and quiet and me time. Today she was sleeping and I went live on my main channel, and she wasn't not having it. She would wake up and making noise and just want my attention and all of that. So when she sleeps, I try not to keep the place too quiet because I want her to be used to, noise around and can sleep when you actively do things. But I would say she's a very light sleeper, so you have to be very careful how you're moving around. But yeah, overall,
Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you.
She's just growing fast and doing her thing. Hi, Bells. Yes, this is Kim. This is Kim. This is my decompress page. Today I had to go. I went live today, and I was really struggling, and I find me just a find you. I don't know. I don't announce this page or nothing. The channel found me apparently. Give, I wonder how the page just pop up. I wonder how it just pop up to people. Cause I say I don't share this page. But today I went live, and I don't know, I just feel unsettled. There's this unsettling feeling that I have because the internet is such a weird place. But you also have to remember that the internet really don't do anything. It's real people on the internet that interact on the internet. And you say it just pop up. I don't know, because I don't put anything relating to Alicia Kim at all. I don't know, it feels strange, but I like it.
Yeah, it just pop up. I was watching YouTube and it just pop up.
And peaceful, So I like it too because I can just talk and chat whatever I want to chat and just, that's why I like it over here. It's just a small amount of people that will be over here. So whenever I want to, I think I'm going to go live every day for this week. Every day at random times and just speak with it from my mind. But yeah, I went live today and I've been trying to not speak on certain things and hold my composure, but boy, may I tell you, I asked the question today, why do I always have to be the bigger person? Why do I always have to, know right from wrong and do the right thing? Like, and that's the first thought I think too. It's like you feel like you always have to lead by example. You always have to do the right thing, and you always have to be perfect. And they say when they go low, you go high, and all of that. But when you look at it, sometimes when you keep things in, it does more harm than it does good.
Mm-hmm. Stressful. It is stressful.
So life today was heavy. You are a human being just like us, and that's it. It's funny you say that because once you take up a camera and you vlog your life, when you're just starting out on YouTube, because right now I feel like on this page I feel like I'm just starting out. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. But when you're just starting out, no, you're not prepared for what it really comes with. Because when you pick up a camera and you vlog your life, people take away the human aspect of you. I'm no longer human to a lot of people. And it's funny, I share a lot of my life experiences. I never had to share nothing about my father on the internet. I never had to share my family. I never had to share that treacherous, disastrous marriage. I never had to, but I did it in an attempt to connect. I did it in an attempt to connect. Talking about my dead mother will make me name the sun and the moon fully dark. Yo, so just imagine, Simone, hearing somebody talking about you see remember my father died when I was in my teens, and as a child you guys hearing me? Let me just get a calm one or if it chip out or you still hear me. Okay. I don't even know what me to say. But me, I guess me to say something like, when you vlog your life, people take away the human aspect of you. It's like you're no longer human, or you're no longer a person. You're just this figment of their imagination, and they view it. I don't know if people really sit down and understand that the people you watch that do vlogs, it's not a movie, it's not a show, it's not scripted, it's regular people just showing their life. And when I am at such a place now, honestly, I said it today, like, I feel like I just want to leave YouTube, left it. Or, like I'm doing here, come and another and just start where it's not so much going on, because it takes away the fun. To be honest, it takes away the fun, it takes away the connection, it takes away because it just feels heavy, and when I started YouTube, my goal was to connect and build a meaningful relationship, and I have that with my big up crew. I have it, I do have it. But I feel like no, my supporters and my main part channel, they're put in a position where they feel like they have to be on a battlefield because I have some subscribers that's been following me from I just started YouTube. So they know the story. and people are trying to rewrite my story, and you feel helpless. You feel helpless when that is happening. And having to come on my live today and talk about my deceased parent because someone that I was in a relationship with for 6 years, 6 years from 2018 to 2023, and that person who it just how do you mentally grasp that this person over twice my age would go so low? How do you grasp that? It's hard to grasp. What amount of hate would be in someone for them to go to that level, that low? And so I've been trying to ignore and not mention it, but I feel like the least I can do for my father, the fact that it's because I'm name or the thought of him in a people's mouth and people lying on him, it's because of me. It's because I chose to share my life on the internet. Why people can lie on him. And so I the least I could do was clear it up, you know. I said Mary that what are you not find me? Never bottle up your anger, feel all your feels and get it off your chest. Absolutely, because a lot of people say to you, ignore and whatever. It's easy to say, but when you're on a platform and you have thousands of people saying the same thing, sending you things, wishing bad for, I mean, threats and emailing you and all of that, is like, when people lose grip of reality that much, when? Thank you, Akiviz. What was that right? Hey Merlin, but people never find me now. But just for those who just find me, this I'm a little one away channel where I just want to vent. I just want to vent. And yeah, I think people definitely snatch the fun out of, or they're trying to snatch the fun out of it, and it's all because of money. It's all because of money. If you were to take a look on the channels that speak on me, compare the views when they call my name or they put my name in a post as opposed to when they don't. When people get a grasp of that amount of views or that amount of money that come with the views, it's hard to let go of it. And then just watch if they try to not speak on me, look at the views. And I guess for them, they can't just stick to other things. No. Once they get the amount of views there, money is like, let's go in for the kill. We don't care if this person has feelings. We don't care if this person mentally can't manage the load. We don't care. A friend of mine was sharing with me today, and I don't even read the story in full, about this man that unalive a girl same age as my situation. The man in his 70s, girl in her 30s, mother lived back in the Caribbean, I think Trinidad, and him and the girl. This is no joke. more than people understand that for the bloggers them and whatever, to them it's just some money in their account. But for the person who is actively speaking on me, it's no joke to them. I think when I think about it, this person believe that they own me. They own me. They own whatever I acquire. They own whatever success they think I have. They own my brand. They own. And when people think of you like that in their head, dangerous things can happen. Because it's no, how dare you? How dare you? YouTube is no help. YouTube is no help. We are in America. First Amendment. So, oh, you missed the live today? Send me your mail. I'll make you a moderator over here, so just in case I end up needing you. Yeah, girl, this is my little one away channel. I'm just having, I'm me over the place and whatever, but this is just, as I say, a little bit away there and I just love the vibes and that's what me I do. The thing looked like him demon possessed to me. That's it. I was in a situation a few days ago where I had to deal with what I was dealing with. I had to listen to his voice. And I can't even explain to you what just the sound of that person's voice do to me. I don't want to hear it at all. The venom and the hate that we spew, it's no joke. You see one thing, and to think he's the one that walked away from the marriage and creating so much chaos. The thing is, people nowadays, narcissist, it's a buzzword on the internet. But if you really zone in on what a narcissist is, you will see exactly what I'm going through. How dare I, after getting served the divorce papers, how dare I sign them? How dare you move to a next state and start life over and seemingly flourishing? How dare you? I am the one that brought you here. I am responsible for any success you are to ever have. Without me, you should be nothing. I am your God. That is what this person is really communicating, I divorced you, your life done. That is what this person is saying. So, when that person filed for a divorce, it was supposed to be the end of Alicia Kim, as you guys know it. The end of my YouTube career. And just the end of me overall. So, because if we're really going to this, please make this a members only channel. That in order to do that, I have to get this channel monetized. If to turn it into a members only, it has to be monetized. So I guess we have to try to get this channel monetized. It's going to be a task, I can tell you, because it's not like I'm going to be posting over here much. But and to monetize our 4,000 hours, so I don't know. it's going to be difficult to do that right now. But whoever is here, if you want to ask me any questions, anything you want to talk about, I'm willing to do it. Yeah, man, Princess, may I have to whisper my silent prayers. Yeah, I was having a conversation with my brother the other day, and he was said to me, when people say certain things or they mention, let me laugh, let them go, make them chat to it, let them chat, whatever. But I'm human. I can't, there's so much one person can take, because it's just straight. As I say, it's lies, and every time you debunk a lie, it's just another lie, and another lie, and another lie. Take your time, this channel will manifest into whatever God sees fit. I think so too. How are you doing, really? I am feeling, I'm feeling conflicted, to be honest, with my social media presence. Like, I am at a place where I am trying to decide how do where do I go? As I said, I knew this year would be a monumental year for me, and so far it has been that. But I am trying to figure out, do I walk away from this, or do I full speed ahead, blinders on, don't give no ish about nothing? Do I, because I've been taking a path of not responding, not clearing up certain things, whatever. Do I respond to every little thing? Do I tackle it? Do I clear my name? Do I put everything out there and make it known that I'm just a beer like, I'm wondering, because there is no end in sight. No, the live is private. We're responding to everything will be draining. And a lot of people say, oh, Kim, don't respond, whatever, don't respond. That doesn't, do you guys realize that not responding only make it worse? Not responding just make it say, okay, we can't just tell be like, because we're not going to clear up nothing. I followed you on IG and saw how fun it was for you back then. I can sense all your in it. Yeah. When I started doing this, it was fun for me. I enjoyed it. But now it's like, and I think a lot of content creators go through this, When you start out, you share everything, you're excited, whatever, and the bigger you get is the more you just take a step back, because people just suck the fun out of it. If I sit down and I say the sky is blue, people interpret it a million and one different ways for no reason, but just for it to be a talking point. So I don't know. I must say, know that I have my baby. My child is the most important person in my life. The most important, and I don't have the energy to put in a relationship we done almost 2 years ago. You know what I mean? So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Just do you. Don't let them dim your lights. I see they even talk about the watch you wear. Which watch? This or the gold watch? Um, Stay and fight the battle with them. If you leave, they will think they win. The Lord will fight for you. Mm-hmm. Life with the royalty has been through this, what you're going through with their crazy ex. Oh, and his followers. But Jerry, you know what me I say? Me stop vlogging. What? How? It's so confusing because how does that satisfy them? How does that satisfy them? Like, what's the joy in that? When I get it. Very odd times. But as I say, I with this, you have to have a thick skin. And I've been not paying attention, you know. What really grabbed my attention is the talking about my dad. And I think the person know that would be the thing. That would be the thing. They know. I think they know. Yeah, I think they know. Let the glory of God shine on you and let them see. TPO, hold on, CJ. Hmm. The thing about it, any avenue of my life I go in, I will always be happy. I will always be content, and I will always flourish. So, but I guess maybe them just don't want to see it. I think that is it too, because in the divorce, you know, that was one of the things that the opposing party wanted, my YouTube channel. So I think they wanted to not see what I'm up to, but the fact that I live my life publicly, I think that is one of the things.
Okay, okay. I'm still here, people. I am still here listening.
One and yeah, they know. Talking about my father was it was because of what? And I said my did over 20 odd years, you know, like why? Why? What's the purpose? And lying on him too. And even talk, you know, lying too. Making him look like, you know, making him look like he was some criminal element. Like, you're dying on the battlefield. Like, what? My father died peacefully. You know, I don't know. But, as we say, as a lot of you guys say, we can only put it in, yeah, let God deal with it. I am doing what I can do on my end. I can't say that much. I'm doing as much as I can. What would he have done with it? Does he think the channel running? Marlene, that's exactly what my lawyer said to me. That's what my lawyer said. Even if he were to get that channel, what would he do with it? Who is the brain? Who is the who? You know, who is the personality? Without me, the channel is nothing. It would just be subscribers, and that's it. So my lawyer said the same thing. Not to worry about it. She even wrote to YouTube to warn the content creators, every single one of them. I'm going to have to look more into that case. They said Mary and see what going with that. Yeah, understand that he didn't know my father at all. He didn't. And what I was saying earlier too, sometime I think, you know what? The more I think of it, I think I have purpose. Sometimes you don't know your purpose, but we as women, we there's this notion you think that an older man, woman, whatever, older mean more wisdom, older mean more mature, right? Older mean more life experiences, and that is what I thought. That is what I thought. But clearly, that is not the case. Older for some people is just age. It's just age, not no more. Not no more. And please move from that apartment. Evil eyes are watching you. Alright, said Mary, do that. Age is just a number. A lot of people would ask me, why? Why? And I think on this channel, for whoever interested, there are some things I can speak on that I may never have spoken on before. But as I alluded to today, I was talking, everything happened really fast. Really fast. This man I met in person, and 3 days later we were engaged. 3 days later. And there was such a rush to get married. We got married in January. It should have happened in December. The only reason why it didn't happen is because the venue never available. So everything was like this. No breather. I never, and it's funny, I never asked for none of this. I never asked for this. When marriage was proposed, was put on the table, the reason for it, I was told, was because, I live a foreign, the person I say, they live a foreign, them now live back at Jamaica and they back at traveling and all of that. I don't know nothing about no green card process. I don't know nothing about none of that. That was presented to me on a platter. And when I sat and I thought about it, based on conversations that were had and the mindset, things that, it just sounded like this is going to be something good. That's what it sounded like. They have a new word for it now. They call it love bombing. That's what they call it now. Love bomb. Just imagine. Just imagine. Yes, I could have said to myself, why this too fast, Yeah, man, this too fast. I could have denied the proposal, whatever. But based on conversation, it just sounds like this person is secure. They're mature. They they have like it just sounded like yes. And that is the reason I completely let my guard down. Completely. Remember, this person, I brought them on to YouTube. And I said to myself, if people would just stop and think, just stop for a second. If this girl did not have good intentions, would she have publicized this relationship the way she did? Like, to what benefit? When I publicize it, all people, people say, oh yeah, gold digger, rate. Since the divorce and it come out, say, the person asked me for alimony and everything bust out. And now people start calling me gold digger, just since everything bust out, Yeah, they would thought I was a gold digger because you see older man, younger girl. I'ma take it on the chin. I'ma take it. And I knew nothing like that. Nothing. I walk out of that marriage with nothing. So it's just baffling how people just not care. Let's just ignore everything and let's ignore all the context. Let's ignore all of that. It's just weird to me. Oh yeah, my tag is off, but I'm going to check out your page. Caroline says, I saw everything from day one, what it was about supported you. I don't even, I can't stomach to even put myself back and even characterize the way I felt back then, because it makes me sick that I was so naive to everything. It makes me sick. But while I was being naive and just happy-go-lucky, laughing and showing the relationship, however, this person was plotting on me. But my peace comes from knowing, you see, when all is done and that person is with themselves, they know the truth. What was he plotting? That's a good question. The plot is playing out right now. The plot is, I get the young girl here, I'm going to go Vans, I'm going to run that young girl ahead. She's going to come to America, she's going to apply for a mortgage, get a home, because I'm too old, I can't get no loan over there, but she'll do all of that. If she ever dare cross the line, she will get deported back to Jamaica. You get it? I think that person did what they did and did it so quickly because they thought their insurance plan in making sure I was kept in line was me going back to Jamaica if I were to ever come off of the path. And that is why divorce was always again, I don't understand how people don't see these things, but we all think differently. Who in their right mind use divorce as a way to hurt somebody, or as a way to let somebody fall in line? Then I don't even know if I'm explaining it properly, but divorce was used as a bargaining tool or something you dangle over somebody. You get it? So the fact that no one own when you file for somebody, you know, me never even know this. You know, own America, you know, you can't dictate if that person stay or goes. The government dictate that. The government dictate who is deported and who is not. So the fact that the divorce happened, I think that when the second divorce was filed, because I still had the temporary green card, they thought I would not have signed it. But when that second divorce, when that man come serve with those papers, I knew, yeah, that was it. And if I was going to get deported back to Jamaica, so be it. So be it. So I went through that process not knowing what my status in America would look like. But I didn't care. I don't care. Because I realized that this person is using it against me. So the thing that was sold to me as, yes, you're going to come to America and it's going to be a good thing, you know, we can build life together, we can do this and do that. When they were not living up to their expectations and their word, not even my word, their word. No, the thing that was supposed to be good and promising, what is now my worst nightmare. So when, as I said, when that divorce come to me, I never care. I knew that, yes, there is a chance that I would be out of status because I got the marriage is, the green card is based on marriage. But at that point, I am not staying in anything. If the intentions are not right, or if somebody's going to use certain things against me, no.
Okay, lovely people. Let's see.
I just finished doing my little completing my gratitude journal for the day, so
That's
I
Kim
got to
from.
put baby girl down. She's doing very nap right now, so let's see how long we have to chat before she wakes up. But last night was a long night. She was up, whatever, put her down to sleep. I had something due that I had to send over, and I had to work on a script because nowadays when you're working with these companies, they don't want you just go on and say whatever you want to say. Hey Kay, you have to write a script and all of these things, they have to approve it and all of that. So as I said, this month I have a lot of deadlines. Hey Chantel, deadlines and things. So it's been a month. March has been a tiring month. I know a lot of people, so people are finding us over here, guys. People are, and I think my tribe, they are finding me. So pick up the big up crew. Somebody was like, you can't hide from me. Anyway, they were going to find you.
Yeah,
Hey
big up,
Maria.
big up, big up.
Casey, make me a moderator. No problem. As moderator. Tay Wagwan, Simone Day. Hey, Simone been here from the first day. I'm gonna go live over here. Guyanese 2177. Hey Trish, good morning. So people are asking me, why am I over on this channel and not on my main channel with this thing? it's not my fault. I've been talk about this on my main channel. I've been addressing things over there prior to the divorce at the end of the relationship. This story that I'm telling, it has been told. It has been told, but what is happening is people are telling my story and lying on me. They are trying to rewrite my story. And after deciding I'm not going to be addressing this, of course I've moved on. Of course I'm living a fulfilling life right now. I've done the therapy. I've done all the things. So I am good. But what I will not allow is for people to rewrite history, rewrite my story, and tell it for me in their words. At least let me tell it in my words. And I lived it. So, and if you notice, I'm telling the story, I'm trying to tell the story from a perspective of where I was back when I was 28 years old. I'm trying not to harbor or try to put the emotion of where I am today to the story that I'm telling you. And so a lot of my big up crew, whatever them, I say, why you talk about it this way, why you talking about it that way, and whatever. I am trying to tell the story, how it happened, how I was feeling, what was happening. I don't need to lie, I don't need to sensationalize, I don't need to do all of that. Because the story speaks for itself, right? The reason I'm even talking about this is when the person decided to speak on my mother, first of all, that's where they started. They started by targeting my mother, my only living parent. My mother that has, since the death of my father, she's all I know. She's the one that stood up with her 3 kids and decided, I'm going to work hard, build a foundation, take care of my kids, instill a good ethics, all of that in my kids. I'm not bragging on myself, but because of my mother, because of how she worked hard, I am the woman I am today. I remember this person's own child, I won't even say which one it is, tell me that this person wouldn't even show up for a graduation. Something as important as that. And this is why this person feel that they can speak on something so dear to my heart, because they don't know what it is like to have that bond with their children. It will all make sense when you realize how quickly this person pushed me and pressured me to hurry up and get out of Jamaica. Mind you, I'm not preluding or anything, but I just want to add little tidbits there. Even 2020 was when I migrated to America. And what had happened is, remember, we spoke about, I'm going to talk in the chat for a minute. We're talking in the chat for a minute. Just a little, going in the future a little bit. But even in 2020, the person left America, come down to Jamaica for me. Come down there. Because remember, when you get your approval, you have time to leave the country, you don't have to rush, This person decided they're not leaving Jamaica without me. I wanted to spend Christmas, at least that last Christmas in 2020 with my family. I left Jamaica December 10. The person didn't want me to spend Christmas down there. They wanted me to come up. I was in no rush. What was the rush? So again, when people speak on, oh, she did well want to come to America, she this and she that. Oh no. I chronicled the entire process of coming to America to live. Yes, of course, I'm married now. I'm going to be starting anew. Of course, I want to come and live with my husband and all of that, but there was no rush for me. That wasn't my main goal, my main intention at all. You understand? This person is the one that shove the wood under the fire. You get what me I say? This person left America, come down and say, me nah left you down here, yeah. Come up now, time to come to America. So that is why I say people are trying to retell my story and making it seem like I did all these things to trick or to persuade or to deceive to come to America. That was never the case. I never had that intention at all. This person had a plan. And you know what that was? A pension plan. Everyone was in their circle, their close circle, aware of it. I wasn't. I was 28 years old. Maybe, I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this. When you're hitting 30 or you're going to, something happens in you as a woman, especially, I used to say by 25 I should be married and have my kids and all of that. I was hitting 28. I'm single. I'm focusing on me. I even went vegan. Like, I was on a whole path to like cleanse and replenish and attract good people in my life and all of that. I was just on a whole different meds in 2018. So when that person walked in my life, that is why I'm saying, whoa, yeah. And when this person spoke about, family and marriage and all of that, that is where I was mentally, because I needed stability. You know what I mean? That's what I was looking for. So it made sense. As I said, my dad died early. It was just my mother. I really wanted a family of my own. Someone that was loving, someone that wanted to build a family, marriage. I wanted that. All right. Now, this person is attacking my mother. That's where they started, That is why I even addressed it in the first place. My mother, because they know that's the closest. My mother and I. So, as I say, I'm not bragging on myself, but I can brag on mommy. Went to a traditional high school in Jamaica. Did my CXCs, passed them flying. Went to the University of the West Indies, got my degree, went on to work, went on to flourish in business. I had my business way before I met this person. For those who know me, I was an entrepreneur from I was in school. All because of the teachings of my mother. My mother is the reason when that person filed for divorce, I could stand on my 2 feet. She instilled this in me. Don't try there with a man that drive a car so you can be the passenger princess and can drive you all around. Try to own your own car. And it was just an analogy. It's not just definitely car. She always tell me, it's not what you earn, it's what you save. If you earn $1 million, you're going to spend it off, you're not going to have nothing. But you can work $10 and have more than the man will work $1 million. And that is where this person is harboring jealousy for my mother. You would think this person, my mother, did marry, because they're jealous. What my mother was able to do for her kids as a single mother, they are in the land of opportunity here in America, and were not able to do it for their kids. The money that passed through their hands just passed through like butter against sun. They haven't done anything with it. Since we talk about the engagement, so coming in the chat. Since we talk about the engagement and we reach the marriage and all of that, right? Mind you, when this person come to Jamaica, this person give my mother money. This person that taking care of my mother. My mother is a working woman plus entrepreneur, owner small business. This person that provide food, shelter, clothing, housing for my mother. This person never come to Jamaica and put money in my mother and say go put her on a pot. Or my mother sit down hungry and wait for this person to come put her on a pot. Not at all. You understand me? This person, as I said, when I go pick up this person from the airport, the first day this person landed in Jamaica, me drive go there. Mind you, this person never buy me a car. This person never bought me a car in Jamaica. This person never give me housing in Jamaica. This person never pay off my student loans. This person no do nothing where a normal Jamaican man could do for take care of them woman. You understand me? So, again, I don't know about the men you have been with, but as I said, ladies, if you are in a relationship and the man is not adding value to you, you are not adding value to the man, what sense? Where that I go? Not going away. You understand? So for those who talk about, oh, him paint her door, oh, that's what he's supposed to do. So me, my mother has her home downstairs. Me build up on it. As I said, 3 bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom, the usual thing, whatever. I was on my mother's electricity at the time, right? I've said this before. I decided, no, I want my own. Remember, girl married, engaged, married, have a husband. So you think now, if a light bulb didn't want to screw in, me did I go call downstairs to my mother and my stepfather? Who's supposed to screw the light bulb, chat? Who's supposed to screw the light bulb? This, as I said, this man left from the airport when we met for the first time straight to my yard that my mother worked hard and built. Single mother, her 3 kids after the father died. You understand? That person is harboring jealousy for my mother because they have nothing in Jamaica. We should have left from the airport and got your mansion. Because you're in America for how much? You nearly 40 years when we meet you. Chat? Hello? You know what I mean? Where is your foundation? This person talk about me living in the ghetto, in the slum, whatever. Alright. And then we meet you and you're so upper echelon. Why you never take me out of the slum, sir? At least you come, you say gunshot are ringing in your ears, you say no light, no water, so you come and you're in the darkness. Why you never say, let me go pay figure rent an apartment? Chat? Why, even after the marriage, you spend 40 days in Jamaica? Where you turn? My yard. This person never buy me a bed, dresser, chest of drawer, stove, fridge, none of that. This person come and see me established, having my things. A matter of fact, when I met this person and they were very adamant about knowing what I've accomplished, my education, all of that, and me a brag on it. Because I felt good. I didn't expect. I was being recruited. Somebody said, big up Kingston 7 for me now. Big up Augustone. Right true. Mind you, the person come from Kingston 7 that we are talking about, So as I say, talking about my mother is all about jealousy. Jealousy of what she's able to accomplish as a single woman, young woman, having her 3 kids, and the bond she has with her kids. And that is what they want to break. Can't happen. Can't happen. This person will come from America and bring down barrel, bring down things, clothes, shoes, and this and that for my mother. No. I was in the relationship with the person, and like any mother, she says, "Am I happy?" She supported me. Isolation from the family. This will all make sense more. This will all make sense as we go more into the story. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people want to hee ha 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 about what is going on. As I said, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. You understand? And that is why I want to use this opportunity to speak on my truth, the truth, what happened. So the person come calling my mother Jezebel. How low can you go to be talking on somebody's mother? Call him Jezebel, I call my mother pimp. Oh, at the engagement party, my mother not make you get the food. How? When? Why? Jealousy and the fact that me and my mother have this bond. That has been a problem. When I have decided I will no longer deal with this or address this, you know what the person go for? Go dig up? My dead father. My dead father. That has been dead for over 20 years. This person never met my father. And then don't even talk about him. They decide to lie on him to create a story that never happened, just to make the dead that you have never met look bad. I could not let that slide. So I just want to use this page to vent and just talk it. That's it. So if you guys have any questions, or we went over the engagement, we went over the proposal, the marriage, the wedding days where we at, with all the red flags. And I think what I didn't say last night was, oh, I was in the limo and mommy looking the needle and thread. My bridesmaid, them a fan me, don't girl, don't cry, don't mess up my makeup, don't cry, me a panic. You know, I wanted to call him. I wanted to call him, I wanted to talk to him, I wanted to, because at this point, in my mind, we build up such a closeness. You know what I mean? But it's baffling to see somebody, as I say, you spend 6 years with, just come out and just want to rewrite the story and tell your lies. A lot of controlling habits, a lot of body shaming, a lot of trying to put me down, my self-esteem, all of that. As I said, we're going to take it in strides. We have a lot to go through. We have migrating to go through. We have all of that. And just to put context into things, as I said, we reached to the wedding. His sister is who really married us, paid for everything. As I said, this person come, put on a show like they had money and all of that. As I say, when we spoke, I talked about wanting, to further my business and wanting to make it bigger and all of that, and, my goals, we talked about it. Unbeknownst to me, this person was doing a job, so they run out, probably got a swap shop, 1 and 2 players go pick up 1 and 2 things, the clothes and the shoes, some bags, and bring them come. And I'm saying, whoa, this person is supporting my dreams and whatever. No, this person was manipulating me. Whatever I said, whatever I, talked about, this person tried to be that because I was being recruited unbeknownst to me. So they were able to do that because they had a job. So to get the money, bam, book ticket come to Jamaica. But it's during the wedding and the planning of the wedding, I noticed it's the sister spending money. The sister buy ticket for him come down to Christmas. His sister, his sisters actually, booking this and booking that and paying for this and paying for that. And I don't want to go further than the wedding day right now, but I started to see these little things, and I understand why the sisters have such a hold or so much power or so much talk or so much, in this grown man doings. It wasn't until the filing to come to America when the sister had to do the affidavit of support and provide her information and all of that. That is what I say. I don't want to go too further in that. Didn't want to go too further in that because, as I say, the goal was go to Jamaica, find your pension plan. Just get a call. You guys still with me? Still hearing me? Sorry about that. Lily, what going Lily? Lily said you're tired of it. I don't know where you really are. Come here, food. I will go back in the chat and whatever. To see what you say. Oh, do you think your sisters were? No, them never give the money for him. I feed them money. Feed them money. They want feed him. Feed them money. I never remember where me stop talk. So let's go in the chat and we can talk with you guys and whatever a little bit. And so I wanna say the people have said, say just say you know the story before you told it. Yeah, man. So it was a lot of love bombing. A lot of love bombing. As I said, I spoke extensively about what I'm looking for, the future I want, the family I'm looking for, all of that. And the person just emulate that. Because as I say, college graduate, ding ding ding, young girl, ding ding ding, she can get a mortgage. Remember I talked about the woman that he was living with, the so-called friend where him couldn't get a mortgage, so he met the woman, got the bank and get the mortgage and all of that. As I say, things are going to start making sense the more we go into the story. Now, as I realized and I was seeing that, I can just say this, coming to America, I wanted to make sure that, because I'm used to working, I'm used to having my own things. When things start coming out and they hear say, we're gonna live with the sister, and my sisters was saying, she will, obviously a whole heap of little things. Because I was concerned and wanted to make sure that, moving at least, because the pressure was on me to come now, I wanted to make sure that I had an income, I had things going on. His sisters, they promised there is a family member that work at a certain company, and they said that person would be able to get me a job at that company. Don't forget that. That is going to make sense soon as the story goes on. So as I say, it wasn't like at this point after the wedding and people start show them true colors and things start, laying out and say, hey, this is it and whatever. I was more concerned about, okay, we're going to live with the sister, fine, no problem. Everybody can down and know things happen. I want to make sure when I come, I have a job, I'm able to contribute, I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that. And that is when that promise was made to me. That don't worry, you have your qualifications, this family member is a manager at this company, they'll be able to get you a job there. So don't worry about it. As I say, that will make sense as we go further into the story. So it's not like I never had concerns. It's not like I didn't start pick up on things and making my concerns known and all of that. At this point, I was already married. So yeah, I cleared up my mother aspect and all of that. You know, my father, this person making my father out to be this criminal, this bad man, when man a run down and catch and man take out, analyze, whatever. Nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. My father died peacefully. So I don't know. Hey, Auntie Tammy, you find me? You find me? I didn't want you to come and say anything, but you know what? Speak your truth. Yeah, that's all I can do, you know. That's all I can do. Because as I said, people are trying to retell the story and they really don't know. It's like in a lot of people's mind, this is like probably a movie or just some random people that have no feelings, but this was a whole thing that was orchestrated. And I only could have seen that, pick that up in the end. And that is why I'm telling the story like, you know, putting myself back to where I was. 28 years old, looking for love, looking for the family, wanting all of that. I met this person, they listened to everything that I had to say, they decided to emulate. It's like a sponge. And show me that side, show that. And as I say, this man never come and me say come move me from where me live or whatever. Alright. They said no water. Me explain that. We're in Kingston, water run 24/7. Water go where Jamaica. What as much as we there Jamaica Benz and big cyber truck a drive up and down, water go away. Even in the most affluent of communities, water go away. This person come, them see me have my black tank. This person never come buy a black tank. That is a tank with a full water. Them not come buy no water. Yes, we did go catch water. For him wash up himself as well. For him use. As I said, no, I have a husband. Who did I go make sure say water there in the space? Did I go downstairs to my mother, to my brothers, to my stepfather, and I have a husband? And we never go far. We live just so, we go right up the road to where them have like a hydrant or whatever. You know, water always did this stuff. And this was never like a something where it happened every single day. This was a one-off situation. He thought it fun. Because we could have waited, you know. Because we have drums around the back of the yard with water. He thought it fun and exciting because he must say a long time him not do this how they used to live. They used to live a hermitage, you know, this is what they used to do and everything, and he want to go back into his Jamaican roots. I mean, they would take a selfie and whatever, and Ray and Tay, and it was a fun thing as a couple that we were doing. It wasn't like this. I had no water, no like. Which part of Kingston 7 have no like, no water? Come on. All Airbnb, it's funny, even here we got Airbnb, no water. So that's in the most affluent of communities, it happens. So when this person is picking out these things, what they're trying to do is trying to make me look bad. How can I look bad when you are the husband? Why you never move me then and go make me go rent a space? You put me in an apartment. You're a big foreigner. You're high and mighty. You have money. You're rich, all of that. Why you never move me then and put me in an apartment? Why am my place you stay? On my bed. So people want to tell story and they want to leave out parts of it just to make one party look bad. That is what is happening. And to those who want to take what this person, and this person, as I said, is trying to make it out like, oh, she not come from nowhere, she come from Bakabush. I went since Kingston 7 and away. Where's the University of the West Indies? I used to walk to college. We walked to the University of the West Indies. That's how close to the school I lived. Students, students rent houses where I live. A lot of students live in the community where I live and come from. A lot of students live there. We rent to students. When I met that person, when I finished off upstairs and I had the 3 rooms, I'm like, I'm going to take one other room. I'm going to rent out the 2 other rooms to students. I shared that plan with the person. And they used to always talk about it, how she have her head on her body because she always a thinker, she always a go-getter, and she always a that. That is what I was going to do with the upstairs part of my place that I built up. I was going to rent it out because that's a hot commodity where I live, where I come from, to rent to students. Because some students don't want to depend hall, you know, the restrictions and all of that. So they rent spaces in the community where I come from. So when since Kingston 7 will become nowhere, when that is where the person come from, born and grew up. Well, maybe not born, but grew up. So they're coming on the internet to bring me down, or try to bring me down when it's literally not my fault. That is why I say it's not my fault. You know, this is deep-rooted self-hate, feeling insufficient, feeling like they've wasted their years, wasted their time, and it's always the woman's fault for their demise. As I said, what he would tell me, the last wife, oh, me sick and she neglect me and she make me go buy this and she make me do that and she make me this and she make it's always the woman's fault, but it's not my fault. And sometimes you don't know somebody until you really get in. You don't know them until you get in because they're not showing you their true self. All right, so I think I've covered everything. We are going to go into now the process, you know, after the marriage. That is when the masks start to fall off. But I'm not going to go through it. I'm not going to go into it on this live. I need to, for my mental, I need to, as I said, I did not want to go back and rehash all of this and all of that. But, you know, this is what we're doing. So, that is what we'll be going into next, but I just need to take some time to the ex-wives should have left this. I'm telling you. And a lot of women, and that is why I said this channel is called For the Girl Who. It's not for everybody, but it is for somebody, because a lot of women go through what I went through. And whole heap still I go through it today. I mean, I talk 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40, I talk 50s, 60s, and 70s. There are women who are still in prison in their own relationships because they were manipulated and deceived so much that if they were to leave, they don't have nowhere to live, them not have no money, them not have no car, nothing them not have. Women are going through it right now. And this is why it's important for me to tell my story. Um, I went through the chatter moved so fast. Me just heard something say I went through something similar. Let me go back up in the chat and see. Who you're married is not who you divorce. That is very rare to go through a dreamless. Yeah, who you married is not who you divorce. So since I have you guys in the chat, if there's, as I say, if there's any questions, if there's any things you want clarification on, whatever, because you know, find me. We literally have over 500 people in the live. Literally have over 500 people on this live right here. So Lily said my cousins live in Jacksonville and had water issues. It's a thing in Jamaica. It's a thing. I still can't say the big deal. I can't say the big deal. If he could have come to you and say, oh, my go area, she have no light, no water, and I move her out of that and give her an apartment and bought her a car. That where? A young 28-year-old girl provided a home for you, for that person in Jamaica. Comfortable cock up on my place. So I don't get it. We just look through the chats. The alimony, what was his reason for asking for it? We didn't reach to say it, but what do you think? What do you think? Keep doing it, you're reaching someone. Teary eyes. Why didn't he want me to stay in my front room? What was the reason? And the back room was bigger. The back room was bigger. And there are trees around the back. So it will, it'll be more cool and things like that. So I think that it wasn't any real thing. It wasn't any, I can't remember it being anything major. He just said, it's more safe to, like, in terms of, instead of, because the veranda straight to the front room. So I guess his thing is, the back more secure, like if whatever. So I guess it's that. And the back room was the bigger room, the biggest room of the three. So I moved to the back, and the front became my, my workspace, office space, and all of that. No, let's not. I see somebody say, I don't think she should thank him for nothing. No. Thank him for what? We were in a relationship. Do you guys understand? This is not somebody on the street that did me a favor. I was in a relationship. We were mutually benefiting from each other. We were mutually doing things for each other. We were husband and wife. Remember, we go from talking over the phone, meeting June 20th, engaged June 23rd, 2018. So immediately I was a fiancé. shortly after I was a wife. So this is someone that I was in a relationship with. No, I won't say that during the relationship, yeah, come on. No, you really are going to sit down here, listen to me, and think there weren't thank yous and gratitude. The person said it themselves. Are we going to ignore that the person expressed that I've thanked them many times? But because they still want me to look bad, you know what they say? Oh, it never sincere. So let's not forget that the person admit that I've said thank you many times. I've said it publicly. Why you think the big up crew and the big up crew and the big up crew are rock with Kim? They've been there throughout the years and witnessed it all. So a lot of people coming up now, they don't know the full story. They never see us, all the interactions we had on live. We used to go live all the time. So sorry, of course, thank yous and all of that, gratitude. Come on. If you don't watch my vlog, gonna say, if I get a sweetie, thank you, I'm so appreciative. It's in my nature. That's who I am. So because a person, I guess them gonna lie that bad for saying never say thanks. Them say, okay, yes, she said thanks, but it never sincere. Come on. But as I said, at this point, can explain to me what exactly would I don't get that statement. Hey Kimiko baby, you email me, alright. Need to check. Okay, Sasha. Oh, okay. No man, me know say somebody you the address. So I me not see their comments, so me I use your comment for address them. Yes, we've been here different names and silence, you know, with nothing. He's epitome of bitter Betty. Bitter Betty. Betty, that name. I wish, as I said, I'm not the only person that has experienced the hands of this person. I'm not. I'm not the only person that they've done this to. This is their nature. Um, say no more thank you for nothing other than letting you free of his narcissistic tendencies. Right, this so. No matter how much you clarify, someone will always question you and your motives. Absolutely. I know that, because as I said yesterday, we are all different. We experience life differently. We can't all think the same. So I can't expect somebody sitting. I know there's somebody sitting down. I said that damn girl. What you trying to know? Hmm? What you trying to? That damn girl. I know someone is sitting down. Meanwhile, there's somebody else and saying, boy, me experience that and me know she come from. We are all different. There's somebody sitting down and say, girl, tapping eyes, me don't want to hear nothing. There's somebody probably sitting down and say, all right, yes, me know where I go through, but we don't want to hear. There's somebody sitting down and say, no matter what, the man this, the man a man, so many different opinions, I'm aware. And so I'm not fighting with nobody to believe nothing at all. I'm not beating down no one's back. I'm merely going over the story. Because when my father's name, not name, because I'm not aware. The person who made me aware of the story, they never said name, but my father is being dragged through the mud, lied on, even though he has been dead, resting for over 20 years. It triggered something in me. And it said to me, Kim, you have a story to tell and tell it. Who want believe, believe, and that is why I'm here. I initially came on this page and I was saying, this is going to be my little hideaway. This is going to be my space where I can vent and I can talk and I can express myself. And who find me. And see nearly 700 people over here watch me. And what can I do at this point? St. Mary, you there? Um, that's not your style to draw anyone. Yeah, that's all I can do. Steph said, I'm glad we
Okay, okay,
talking.
people. Let's leave it here and then we'll
uh,
continue.
I'm going back in the chat, guys.
All
The man
right.
tells so many lies, so many lies, so many things
All
out of
right. So this is
context,
it from Beautiful
and so many
Life
trivial
for
things.
what
As
time
I
is it?
said, this
12:39.
man came
Wow.
from America, was in America for over
I
40 odd
sleep and
years.
wake and it's
There's
still going
nothing that
on.
he
All right,
did
people.
that a
Thank
man in
you.
Jamaica wouldn't
Beautiful
do.
Life
And
here. Bye bye.
more, you have a woman who they with man in Jamaica